Last we left off, our would-be heroes found their way inside the hidden cave deep in the forest when they were looking for disappearing women, and they managed to find a new friend there. How nice of you to come all the way out here. I wasn't expecting guests, but allow me to entertain you.
Vile demon.
Vira is just kind of sitting there silently traumatized.
If I've just seen this, I'm literally just started running towards him.
He's actually on the floor.
Yeah, he's directly
like, you're
above
looking
us.
up at him because some blood spilled on Theron's shoulder. He is
I can
about
jump that high.
7 or 8 meters above you.
So he's directly above us.
I can jump that
So
high.
there's-
Yeah, I literally can.
You're still not in combat, by the way, so you can literally go ahead and do that.
Alright, I'm just gonna jump up and I'm basically attempting to slam my
However,
fist
you
at
guys
him.
are gonna have to start rolling. As you jump in, fists flying, you see this guy immediately drop off the web. And since you can't adjust yourself mid-flight, you end up landing exactly where he was, inside the web. The guy
I'll be fine.
casually uses a silver thread to zip his way down to ground level, and he stands up in front of the others. Right, so Iris, who's stuck in the web, is actually up first.
Right, basically I'm just gonna use my talisman to burn through the small section that's trapped me on me. Basically I'm just gonna set my fist aflame.
No, actually, roll me athletics to see if you can do that, because that's strength-based.
Oh, okay.
I'd say that's good enough since you're just reaching for talismans rather than fighting the web. So yeah, you can take out a few, and they are actually pretty good at burning down the web. But keep in mind that since you're up there, you managed to spot, but at least one of them, you see slight motion and twitching. She is still barely alive. If she takes that fall, she's probably going to die, like she's on the verge.
Well, I still got a move action. It's not like I can't catch her.
You have to make me an acrobatics roll to get down safely with her without actually killing her in the process. Do you want to take that chance?
Well, how else am I meant to free myself? Right, what is it? Acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics. Luckily you're a monk, so that should be easy enough for you.
What's ha?
Oh yeah, you'll manage to get there, get down safely.
Hey, I burned some of the web and I saved someone. Awesome. That's a win-win.
Guys, you see Iris starting to burn the web above her. Some corpses fall on the ground with a very disgusting thud. However, you see that Iris manages to make a landing roll with one of the girls in hand. She makes a faint squeamish sound as she comes crashing down with Iris. Iris rolls to safety. He looks over to you, Iris, where you fell down, and he just shrugs. I'm done with those toys anyway. You're gonna take their place.
Confident, mate. She's
Iris,
fucked.
you hear the girl is trying to squeeze out a few words. You listen in because she can barely speak up. You see her lips are dry. She probably has been in a very fucked up state for a while. She's on death's door. So speaking is one of the hardest things. The only thing she can do right now, and she's doing it very pained. You hear her whisper, "Please kill me."
But did the gas not kill her already?
That the gas is ignoring allies, right? Like literally, Iris is holding her in her
I
arms.
wasn't counting her as an ally, but I do count Iris.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm literally holding her.
You see the
They
gas
can't be in the
is,
same space.
To attack the girl in your arms.
So she's saying, "Please kill me." It's like, fuck. Did I got a question? Did Rohanna mention anything about this? Like, did she teach me anything about mercy killing? You know, hard choices.
But I'm gonna make it for you.
I just asked you something.
Yeah, you asked it, and if you responded, we couldn't hear you. If you're talking now, we can't hear you.
Maybe we should go over to Skype.
Still can't hear you.
Yeah, my Skype just doesn't work with voice chat, just letting you know. That's why I use this one.
Yeah, I can hear you better.
What the fuck? Anyway, so Iris, what are you doing?
I said, did Rohanna mention anything about, you know, hard decisions like this? You know, mercy killing, stuff like that? Since I was kind of a priestess.
She hasn't.
She hasn't? Oh, wonderful.
Nope.
Don't teach for big life lessons. Right, since the gas isn't attacking me, I'm actually going to assume that it's not going to attack the girl. And what I'm going to...
Gas helping her is going to choke her out.
Well, I think I know that Vendrik's spells don't actually harm allies, so I'm not going to assume that he's going to attack the innocent girl, am I?
It's your move.
Alright, right. Basically, I'm going to lay her down. It's like, wait a moment. Basically, I'm going to hold it out because it's like, I'm going to attack this dude first.
Okay, so you drop the girl because the only way it's a free action is if you straight up drop her.
What? Drop her? I can't lay her down.
Sack of potatoes, otherwise it's not a free action.
Fine, I lay her down with my movement action. Wait, can I use my bonus?
Do with your bonus action.
Alright, I use my bonus action to lay her down instead of, you know, dropping her. God, there's so much misinformation that I just don't know. Okay, right, I gotta play her right. Right, I'm gonna basically
man, in the spur of the moment, you can't know everything.
Yeah, exactly, and it's hard to know like what I should metagame and what I shouldn't.
Too much needless commentary. Focus on what you're doing. What are you doing?
I'm basically gonna run up behind him and basically palm strike into his spine. And I'm gonna use my super duper key powers, but first let's see if I hit him. Ah, cool.
Only one of those hits.
Wow, he's got 21 AC? Fuck me. Can't imagine what his AC is when he's transformed. Maybe it's weaker because it's not condensed, but I use my stunning strike maneuver. I use one key. Target must make a con save or be stunned. Cannot move, talk. Then he talks bad, and he fails all strength and dex rolls. Attacks on foe advantage.
What's the DC?
That would be, I believe, 16. I got it.
So Iris, you swoop up behind him and manage to land a hit on the backside of his body. You can feel the chitinous plating underneath. It's like trying to hit full plate armor, only much tougher.
I forgot to mention, my attacks bypass resistances.
Deal your damage.
There's my piddly damage.
I'm gonna have to make you give me a foot massage later.
Damn it, he made a con.
It's a turn. Iris, he attacks you.
No, fuck off.
If you're talking again, Expert, it's cut you out again.
This is lovely.
Definitely fucking switch into TeamSpeak next time. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So Iris, does 18 hit your AC?
18? Yeah, sadly.
So Iris, he turns around sharply at an impossible angle. But again, this is not a normal enemy, so you are kind of prepared for it. However, he comes up, you come up short on your dodge as he is a little bit faster. He smacks you with the back of his hand hard, hitting you on your rib cage. You take...
I'm going, one, he has to make that attack at disadvantage because he's not attacking me. Because of my ancestral guardians, whenever I land a hit on an enemy, they have disadvantage if they attack anyone but me. So,
you're the best tank.
I'm gonna assume that 12 doesn't hit you then.
No, I got 17 AC. Oh, I love you, you're the best tank.
Theron swoops in just as this guy's about to hit you, and with Theron's help, he just barely misses. He immediately takes notice of that and looks displeased. Vira, it's your move. Your hands and mouth are plugged up right now. What do you do?
You said Geo is pissed, right?
I mean, he just saw what that guy did to other women, so obviously Geo doesn't want that to happen to you, so...
I'm just gonna kind of go like, hey, let's show everybody that reality marble thing we can do. So,
with Geo's hand, you can't trigger it. Do you want to trigger it?
Sure. Yeah, why not? I don't see a reason why not to at this point. Fuck it. I've been trying to do this for like 5 seconds.
For a brief moment, all of you feel something's off. The magic in the area begins getting super wonky. Like, it feels like you're sitting in a magical maelstrom. Everything is... even those that are not mages. And there's a huge burst of energy that envelops you into full darkness. In a few moments, you are in an entirely different area. And why don't you describe to us, Vira, what it looks like?
The sky is a perfect blue and the grass is a perfect green. You're currently standing in a clearing. Behind you is a line of trees that look perfect. And in front of you is a comfortable looking rock in the shade of a cherry blossom. The cherry blossom... Oh, I should mention that you also... There's a cliff on the other side. There's trees on one side, cliff on the other side. Under the cliff is a large, perfectly sparkling blue ocean. The cherry blossom leaves are continually kind of shedding and, you know, like, they're shedding and kind of falling in the wind, gently gliding down to the ocean below. In the ocean, there stands a statue of 2 women holding hands, and
How lewd.
and to the right, on another section of the cliff face, maybe 2 or so miles away, there's a small cabin with a chimney that's quaintly spouting off a little bit of smoke. Also, Vira is standing there, and there's like a 30-foot daemon standing behind her. Not important, though.
Oh, now you decide to say that. By the way, you didn't mention the statue of the women. Who are they? You didn't mention the statues. Who are they of?
Oh, it's of, if you were to examine the statues, it's of Cynthia and Morgana holding hands, facing the sea.
Oh my god, this area adapts to your experiences.
Yes, it does.
This place is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
this is
not what I was
literally
expecting.
inside my head.
This
of course,
How big is the cliff?
It's like 100 feet down. It's a steep cliff, but it's also very basically the area is perfect and lovely, and then it's a very lovely area.
Anybody except for Vira right now is probably a little bit confused. Not so much about the quote-unquote illusion around you, but more about the fact that Vira is getting picked up by a giant 40 foot demon, and the demon is placing her to sit on his shoulder.
Oh my god, that's how you see Geo.
Vira is sitting with her legs to the side of her. She has a wide smile on her face that is not... What the hell was that?
Geo, because he's a little bit angry.
Yes, she's smiling rather unkindly at the demon. Generally, she looks mad. She looks very mad, but in like she has one of those like shit-eating grins. Like, does this look like the face of mercy type faces?
Goofed AA wrong.
Okay.
You see the enemy in front of you look around for a second, trying to gather his thoughts about what just happened, and then Vira, he locks eyes with you with his usual shit-eating grin. I knew you were gonna be my favorite.
I'm just gonna chuckle at him, and I don't actually know how attacking works in this area, but I'm gonna Grave Lord Nito him.
Reality Marble, you get a free turn right now. You can do whatever you want.
I don't usually use anything except for that. Wait, so it would do 40 damage.
So you're
and
trying
I'm doing
to damage
it
the guy. What's this again?
This is
Killer.
Phantasmal Killer. This does psychic damage instead of necrotic, and I'm casting it at a higher level, so it would do 50. But he needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha. Right, your spell hits him dead on. The guy immediately jerks up to his feet and he makes a death wail. That was extremely effective against him.
Oh, also he's afraid. Frightened. If he fails the
is
save.
there a save for that, or if he
Yes,
fails
that's
the will
the
save, he
wisdom
straight
save.
up gets feared? Is that right?
If he fails the wisdom save, he becomes frightened.
Okay, so he actually doesn't have immunity versus that, so the affair triggers. What does fear do?
He can't move closer. He has disadvantage on any attacks made while she is in line of sight.
Oh wow, that's cool.
He can't willingly move closer.
It's the smirk she's giving him.
just come
spells.
on.
It just spells. You know what you
So
do
after
to those girls?
wailing around with a death screech, you see the guy frantically begin to wave his hands all over the place like he's fighting invisible enemies. He clearly took a pretty big hit from that. Mentally, he seems to be very disturbed right now. As this is going on, Vira, you see that Geo next to you, he has other plans. Since you decided to act before he could speak up, without asking you, he straight up decides what's the best action for him to take. You see that he's starting to get smaller because you physically see that you're getting closer to the ground. Geo's entire body is beginning to shrink. That's because he's dispersing his shadow form towards Vendrik and Theron, and you see that the black mist that Geo is made out of is entering inside their bodies.
Oh, that's good.
I did not consent.
Too bad. He's saving your fucking lives.
I'm sorry, Vendrik, you're about to have a nasty experience with another dude.
Hey, I trust Geo to do what he thinks is best.
And since he got a pretty hard since you got a pretty hard hit in, your opponent basically wastes his turn doing nothing. Theron, it's your move, and as it's your turn, your body, you feel like something's wrong with it. You can't put your finger on it, but every muscle in your body is screaming and burning. You feel like something is literally eating you from the inside out. However, you soon realize the Jew is coming right for you. His mist is trying to enter your body. Do you try to resist it?
Geo's trying to get up inside you.
I mean, sure. I'll allow it.
Geo's mist enters your body, and for a few seconds you feel nauseous, like you're about to vomit your insides out. Then you start to feel a cooling sensation spread through your body. You immediately hunch forward and begin to, shall we say, lose your lunch rather violently. Yeah, there's a lot of blood and a lot of disgusting stuff that you can't make out inside it. You see a lot of small wriggling bugs are starting to come out along with your puke. Confident that this is a good sign, you actually stimulate your body to keep going when you use your fingers to, use your gag reflex. You continue to vomit for quite a while. You're not sure how much blood you just lost, but the crap that guy injected in you begins to exit your body along with juice mist. You take 2 levels of fatigue, however. And you're fine. You're back to normal.
Okay.
This guy, again, wastes his turn because of the fear effect. He's basically swinging around madly doing nothing.
I think he has to do a wisdom save every turn.
Yeah, at the end of his turn. So
yeah, at the end of it.
At the end of
Yeah, at the end of his turn, he has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, he makes it for Firion's turn. Because Firion, that's your turn. You can't do anything else right now. You were kind of preoccupied with losing half your blood and guts. Right. Vendrik, by the way, yeah, he failed again. Will is not his strong suit, so... Vendrik, you see Geo's mist is starting to cut the spider web around your mouth so he can enter your body. What's your reaction to this?
I was gonna say, so he webbed me with my staff still in my hand, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is when I cast a spell, one of the features of being a mage in my school is that I can swap places with a willing ally.
Okay.
So I basically want to slap the staff on the floor and bam, fireball, and then out of the fireball will appear. I'm gonna go with Alyssia. Do you wanna swap?
Do I want to be inside a fireball? No, not really.
No. What happens is it happens, and then you teleport with me. So you're not gonna get hit by the fireball. You're just gonna appear in the spot I was after I've cast the spell.
And I'm not gonna appear in your restraints?
No, I'm gonna still be restrained. I'll just swap places with you. Get me out of the way.
Yeah, because okay, how willing do I have to be? Because considering Alyssia has no fucking clue what the hell is gonna happen, so you know.
It's literally just you want to swap with me.
I'm gonna make this easier for you, Vendrik. You can do that with Geo, actually.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that with Geo. That works too.
Oh wait, am I still on his shoulder
so you
at
swap
that
with
point?
the piece of his body, the mist that's actually trying to get to you, and as you cast the fireball to make the swap, the fireball is actually gonna clear most of the web anyway. And plus Geo was already trying to do that. So with Geo's help you managed to free yourself and he's trying to enter your body. Are you gonna let him? By the way, yes, you saw what he did to Firion.
Yeah, and the fucker takes a DC 17 intelligence save or 21 fire damage. Also, that was an abysmal roll.
Am I with Vendrik now, or am I still, or was I also swapped
Geo
with
just
Geo?
sent a piece of his body to help them. Geo's main body is still with you.
Oh, okay. So it's just like...
So Spider Nazi has to make a DC 17 intelligence
And
save.
he fails.
Okay, so he takes 21 fire damage. I didn't roll too highly, and I'm now swapped with where Geo is.
So I just imagine Vendrik now watching a Geo's mist and being like, "Be gentle, it's my first time!" As Geo enters his body. Vendrik, you know what happens. It's not a very pleasing sensation. You immediately lose your guts and a lot of blood and a lot of maggots and disgusting shit comes out of your mouth. You take 2 levels of exhaustion, but at least you know that your body is, again, yours. Geo managed to take care of the problems inside.
Woo!
And that's gonna be Geo's turn. With the shadows doing their work, Vira, you see that Geo is once again getting bigger because the shadows are returning to his main body. And this time, the guy that you set on fire actually finally succeeds at his will save and he gets his wits about him. Most of his clothes are actually starting to get burned off, so you see him like casting aside some of the destroyed clothing. He lets out a ear-piercing scream. That's not something you're gonna hear from any human. That was a beast in every sense of the word. Looks like he's super fucking angry.
I was sort of hoping I could trigger him with vanity.
Right?
And he's gonna take his turn. Wait, since he succeeded, does that that happens at the end of his turn, right?
Yes, he succeeds
so
at
he
the end of his turn.
Okay, gotcha. Iris, it's your move. Iris? You're muted. There we go. Okay, go for it.
Aha, my move. Right, since everybody's nice and cured and all that now, and I patched Furion's boo-boo, I'm essentially probably gonna go up to this dude. Since I've seen what biting does, what's he doing right now? Is he facing away from me?
He is because Vendrik is still the closest one to him. He is looking at Vendrik.
Really? I just swapped with Geo though.
You swapped with his shadows that were already going towards you to help you with that nasty business. So you're actually in your.
So wait, then he is facing away from me because he's looking at where Vendrik. No, because Vendrik used to be there, so he's still looking. Remember, this all takes point in like a fraction of a second.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's actually not looking at you if you want to do some kind of attack of opportunity or anything, I'm assuming.
I'm essentially... I want to try either knocking out his teeth or pulling them out.
Wow! That sounds a bit violent.
Fuck him!
He's laying eggs in people, he doesn't deserve teeth.
Yeah, fuck him. So, what's the thing for this? Do I have to roll athletics? Do I have to make a cold shot and
would that be a cold shot? I think it's more of a cold shot.
Yeah, I guess so.
Keep in mind, let's say, since you're kind of, you know what, I'm gonna say, usually for a cold shot it's a -5 on the easy ones, right? But
no, you're thinking Pathfinder.
Going for his face.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if there's a need for a penalty like that. Let's say you roll at a -2.
Right, yeah, I was gonna say you're thinking Pathfinder is -5. Remember, we only get 8 fucking things.
Let's say at the -2, but if you succeed, it's gonna be a better effect than a normal punch.
Yes, understood. Right.
Do you wanna charge? Because when you charge, you get a bonus, right?
Oh yeah, I do. What's the bonus, everybody? Could someone remind me of that?
I think it was a +2 or advantage. I'm not sure.
There is no bonus for charging in 5e.
Really? I thought it was bonus damage.
There's no advantage for charging?
Only if you take the charger feat.
Oh, it's a feat. Okay. So I was going to say, because Theron had it, I thought it was a common thing. Never mind. Right. So I basically run up to him and I just at the last second say, what do I say? Oi, Spidey! And swing for his jaw. And since
Spidey, that was the best you could do.
What else am I meant to call him? I don't know anything about it, dude.
Like 0.5 seconds.
Oh no, wait,
this
no.
motherfucker.
No, what I'm gonna do is say, grit your teeth as I come up to him.
That's a fucking bad reference. Jesus.
Oh shit!
Holy crap.
Confirmed!
Oh!
Yeah!
Wait.
You
Are
don't
you
need to
rolling with
confirm
advantage?
crits in like...
Because if you're not rolling with advantage, that's
No, remember, you said this is an attack of opportunity. You said it. You said it's an attack of opportunity. Yes, you did.
I didn't say it's an attack of opportunity. I asked, can you make some kind of attack of opportunity or something? He's not surprised. I mean, he's in combat. You don't get an attack of opportunity.
Ah, curses.
But still, all of those are over
1,
20,
2, 3, 4.
everything
Yeah.
you did hits.
So in other words, I hit it.
The last one.
Yeah, I hit every single one anyway.
Except
wait. We said you're rolling at a -2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only 3 of those actually hit, not all 4 of them.
No, yeah, 3. Yeah, 3. Okay, so I'll roll damage then, yeah?
Yeah, roll damage for the first 3.
And this one. Right, and also, if I can, I'm going to spend 1 Kai for stunning. He has to make a con roll. Kai key. Whatever, I'm going Dragon Ball Z style. And I'm also gonna, since I'm doing Fury of Blows with this, I am basically going to attempt to prone him and knock him on his ass. Oh no, wait, I'm going to go for foe can't make reactions, so he has to make a...
Now here's the problem with all of that, Ash.
Oh.
You should have said it before you attacked.
You don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
5e as a monk, you don't have to.
Yeah, I can declare
what?
any. Yeah, I can declare at any point.
Yep,
What?
Yeah.
Broken. What the fuck?
It's kind of like, as a rogue, you can declare sneak attack after you hit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing with monk.
But mind you, that also...
You make sure that you hit and then
Yeah.
you spend the key to activate it.
Yeah, but that also means the enemies can also do this. That's how it's
I'll keep that
balanced.
in mind. And Jesus, that's so fucking bullshit. I love it. I love it.
But to be fair, that's not even bad. It just stops you from feeling like shit for missing your 1 attack. And
Yeah.
there's all my key.
And it's the same...
Yeah, again, Iris, what are you gonna do then?
Right, he has to make a con save, but I don't... For some apparent reason, I don't think I marked down foe can't take reactions until end of next turn. I don't have a save for that marked down. So
there isn't one. It's just...
okay, then I basically knock out his reactions as my Furo Bros hits as well. He has to make a con roll, yeah. The con roll DC 16 unless he gets stunned.
he failed.
Oh, right.
Wait,
in other words,
he just gets stunned.
Yeah, he can't move.
Oh.
He talks bad. He fails all strength and dex saving rolls. Attacks on foe or advantage. Auto crit melee attacks.
Wait, did you just say auto crit?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
So you're still left for 1 round, right?
Yeah.
So basically, he got out of frightened and rolled back into stunned.
Yeah, he just turned around. I was like.
So what ends up happening is you're not actually flurry of blowing him. Iris darts in and blindsides the fucker from the side, and as she screams "grit your teeth," she clocks him like I don't know what would be the medieval equivalent of a bus hitting you right in the face.
Getting trampled by a bunch of horses.
This is Iris using like her full power at this point. Just fuck you.
Like
you
a
hear
ram?
a disgusting cracking sound as his face gets shattered into fucking pieces. The chitinous plating on his face and his fangs, everything gets busted up. There's pieces of this guy's face flying like 20 fucking feet away from him. It is like knocked his shit into the next fucking universe, basically. The guy takes such a massive blow that you see him drop like a sack of potatoes.
I make sure to wipe my hand off as well, just like dirt.
He falls on the ground face first, and since you stunned him, he skips his next turn. He is on the ground face down.
Don't pile! Hey! What? Twice?
He's got the next.